Will Smith fish.
Now I gotta edit a picture of him into the video.
He really is quite terrifying. You need to get that really close-up picture of him smiling. You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah. That one.
When he looks real creepy. What's that movie called?
Shark Tale. Featuring
I just realized we did it again.
a reference to another obscure children's
Some obscure, weird children's show that nobody's thought of for 6, 7, 8, 9 years. Standard.
Alright, so this is... So we'll get this. There'll probably be... Hold on, what are we missing still? We're missing 1 egg and 2 gems. And 1 dark gem. If I have to backtrack for another egg and throw my...
Well, we already know that there's...
the TV.
We already know that there's 1 egg and 1... Oh, you mean through this area?
Yeah.
Okay, because there's 1 egg and 1 gem in the snow area. Which we could go to now, but might as well just finish this up.
Whatever. There's 1
Make
egg.
like a person from Finland and finish this off.
You're real proud of that one, ain't you?
No, I'm not.
As a matter of fact, I'm anti-proud of it.
Anti-proud. Anti-pride Kappa. What color would Kappa be for anti-pride Kappa?
Same color as a rare Pepe.
Like dark green.
Yeah. Is rare Pepe that ugly looking frog?
Correct. That's Pepe the Frog. And I looked into it. It's originally from this webcomic where there was Pepe and a bunch of his friends, and then he became a relatively obscure, like pretty exclusive to 4chan meme. And only more recently has it taken off. So that's where the rare Pepe thing comes from. What 4chan users tried to do is, because they sort of liked it as exclusive, they tried to oversaturate the market with Pepes to make people forget the Pepe, so that it became sort of a more still of a 4chan thing, because they got bored of it because there's so many Pepes. But then there became this mission out of all the flood of so many Pepes. There'd be these rarer pictures and images of Pepes that people try to collect on like forums and stuff. And then at some point, somebody collected so many of these rare Pepes and then they listed their collection on eBay, and it auctioned, and the auction got to $100,000 before it was taken off by eBay employees. So I thought that was interesting, regardless of what you think of memes or the meme. Memes are such a weird thing. How they like... What I love is when people who barely understand memes, especially like bigger companies and stuff, try to employ, try to use them. Like,
well, Splatoon did that, and it worked for them.
Yeah, but their audiences are stupid 12-year-olds.
Oh, it's surprisingly done well with older demographics than it was intended.
Define older.
I don't know, like people my age, people even older than me who just like Nintendo stuff.
Gameplay-wise, but I don't know about culture.
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know. But
why doesn't this platform go lower?
A pretty hilarious one is, there's a meme that you've probably seen. It's this little almost like emoticon guy who's like give, and he has like 2 big eyes. He kind of looks like Kirby. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. It's pretty popular on Twitch. But it's like give blank. It was originally give Diretide. It was made by Dota 2 people, because there's this Halloween event called Diretide that was supposed to be annual, and I guess Valve said, hey, we're not doing it this year. Or no, that's not what they said. Somebody asked them if it was going to happen this year, and they just said no, and they wouldn't say why, even though they had basically quote-unquote promised it. And Valve wouldn't communicate about it, just that it wouldn't happen. And everybody got really mad, and they started spamming all over the place. Give Diretide with this little guy, this little emoticon thing. And the thing, I guess, people who like Valve and Dota tend to, when they're mad at them, which probably happens frequently because they're, most people who play Dota tend to be immature or not care enough about it. They call them, but when they get mad, I guess they call them Volvo. It's just like a joke. So people are always like, Volvo give dire tide. And they started spamming tons of pages, including Volvo and Barack Obama. Stuff like that. And Volvo actually responded. They like on Facebook, like made a post directed at Valve saying, I think your people want dire tide, or something like that. They sort of like embraced the meme.
There's a company called the car
Volvo,
company.
yeah, the car company. And they're like, Valve, I think they want dire tide. You should give it to them or something like that. And you're like, that's a weird thing. But another good example is there's that Delta, you know, the airlines
Yeah.
commercial with, and it has like 9cat and all the like really obvious ones.
Great. Now I gotta wait 30
I think
seconds
those
for it to reset.
are disgustingly funny in a weird way. And like these people barely know. There are people who would probably say, I wonder if that's pronounced Meme or meme. And the answer is dank Meme.
Yeah, I like how recently on these parts you've been like, oh yeah, people are getting sick of memes and stuff.
They are. Well, I'm saying, you know how memes, like, for the longest time beforehand, memes were something that people in, like, the deep recesses of the internet would like, aka 4chan, and then at some point they became very
Mainstream.
mainstream. And now I'm saying the mainstream is starting to get sick of them a little bit. So, you know, which is how a lot of things work. That's the last one, last dark gem. Now you can fight red, Michael. You can fight red.
Well, you got one more light gem.
Hopefully it's in this
Probably
room.
up here. I think it is. It's up there.
And I've been talking about memes this whole time. Good thing
There it
too.
is.
I don't think you've talked for like the past 10 minutes.
I'm trying to focus on getting this piece of shit done.
Yeah.
And there we go. We've got one more gem left, one more egg left, and I know exactly where they are. So,
Well, you know vaguely where they are.
well, I know that they're in that one section of the ice level. So let's go back there. Let's go get it. Let's go fight the stupid final boss and end this.
First, you have to watch 2 loading screens.
Like MacGuff the crime dog.
Did I already talk about what happened to him on the show? The show.
Oh yeah, the voice actor ended up being a.
Well, no, the guy who'd play him in the costume
Oh.
and do his voice. How he he got caught and arrested, but we're not talking like a couple of weeds here. We're talking like full marijuana plantation and assault rifles,
Oh my god.
coke, all that good stuff.
That's.
He had literally a 12-pack of Coca-Cola.
He got on the cocaine train.
The cocaine train. Nothing like a little bit of rhyme. Rhyming and alliteration is the key to making something catchy. Do
Double?
All I heard was you do that little thing, and now I have that stuck in my mind.
It'll be even more stuck in your mind after you actually watch the real cartoon.
Just 2 more eggs.
Yep, 2 more eggs.
What?
I guess I gotta spin another wheel.
I didn't even know you had water breath.
Yeah, that thing that's barely been used since I got it. I can see why you.
It's less useful than the.
What was the point?
There you go. Oh wait, I died.
No, seriously, what was the point of that?
It's a good.
Why
thing.
why trick me into thinking there's like an egg in a pit or something?
It's a good thing it showed you that gate opening. Otherwise, I don't know what you would have done.
And it stays broken too.
Did you see that fucking mole spawn in?
Yeah. You got the dang old mole popping. Is that
Mole
okay?
mole
I can't
popping.
tell the water from the ice because they all look like shit.
What if this had like this game had like a really like in-depth menu, like
For controlling the water effect.
yeah, but then there's just a whole bar for mole popping.
Swap to the fire breath.
Normally it's view range, but I think there should be a dedicated section to mole popping. It's gonna make you. Yep.
Why is that there?
I don't know. That's actually a really good question. There's another one of those. Try walking over it and see if, because it's probably just like a pitfall that you walk over and.
Did I?
Yeah, I think so. Why wouldn't it? It did before. It's not like you have lives in this game, or life out of it. Hey, wait, what? This game
guess-
sucks.
I think I had the ice breath equipped. That's why.
Oh. I'm taking it back. This game is great. So stupid.
Oh, I see. You're supposed to get the invincibility power up on and go underneath the water.
Okay.
Alright, I take it back. This is a brilliant game now.
Yeah, no, it's great. I like how I did it. I did what you always do. I like how blank. There's just a non-opaque texture covering the, like when you go in the water. The top of the water is literally a texture you can't see through, but you can see through the rest of the water. Weird, isn't it?
There we go.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Well, look do.
I hate Franklin.
Oh, so
haters.
Spyro can grab that platform, but not any of the others.
He doesn't have opposable thumbs.
But how come he could grab that one?
He used his dragonfly net breath.
What am I supposed to get down here?
What a reference. Oh, it's just a cool little thing that you can do.
What's the point? Put something down there.
Maybe you have to go check
I'm
each of the
gonna
holes.
check the
I'm
map
sure
to
you
make
have
sure
to
there's
check-
nothing down there.
There's got to be something in here. The thing is, maybe you know how there are several places to fall in? I'm sure you have to check each and every one of them.
No, there's nothing down there actually.
So what's the point? Michael, explain to me, quick.
Well, I think the game designers were incompetent
I'm hungry.
and incapable. I'm hungry. Let's eat that Pikachu.
I'm hungry. That was the first YouTube video I saw.
Absolute first one.
Yep, saw it at a friend's house. I didn't even know. What's a YouTube? You know what I mean?
Mm.
And it was, God, what's it called?
I remember when I was so little
It's
that
like
it was
a
like,
poorly drawn, poorly animated, like Pokemon.
oh, you mean like
parody
flash
show.
animation?
Well, it wasn't like black and white, but it was purposeful. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Took that dang old Wiggles song.
Nope.
There we
be
go
a
again.
Are they supposed to be a Beatles parody?
I don't think so.
Because were they
That's just
British?
its own thing. I don't think so. I think they might have been Canadian, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I also thought that that guy from Lazy Town was Spanish and gay when he was like Icelandic and married to a wife.
How do you know this?
I looked it up.
Yeah, I looked it up on the .coms.
When I was editing it, I was like, I wonder if he is gay in Spanish. But he was neither. Although, just because he's married, you know, you never know. And maybe he was born in, maybe he's a citizen of Finland, but in reality, he's Spanish through and through.
Well, did the article you looked at say he was Icelandic, like born Icelandic?
Finnish? He might have been Finnish, which would be appropriate for this playthrough.
That was the last light gem, everyone.
I put it.
Hold on to your ass.
I put it in text in the part, so you can go back and watch it at www.youtube.com/GameMavericks.
Yeah. Apparently that's one of our subscribers commented that it's been a big problem for them because they want to tell people about our channel, but it always comes out as gay Mavericks.
Well, you can tell anybody first. That's the first thing I started making fun of you for. That was that's one of those things that you don't think of. And then once you realize it, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It ends with one sound and the next word begins with that sound. Franklin.
Yeah, after all the trouble I went to get into this room, there better be something in here.
Besides gems.
Is that all there's in here?
Take a closer look.
Yeah, that's all that's
Wait,
in here.
hold on. Do you see that fucking light, quote unquote?
Yeah, it's a skylight. Like,
That's
they
being
couldn't
generous.
have put an egg in here? It's just a waste of time. What the hell is the point of this room?
Gems, dog. Now you're
Was this game designed by a monkey?
You got like 10
I didn't
gems.
just waste my time getting those switches under a time limit that wasn't even displayed just to get nothing.
You got gems.
Gems are worthless at this point in the
You
game.
got like 10 gems, dog. You could buy,
Yeah, I got 10 gems. Whoop-de fucking
buy
dingleberry.
10 things at the gem store, or one thing at the 10 gem store.
Alright. The egg is back up here,
Watch out for that mole.
which I already killed.
He's trying to spear you. Say it.
Spear.
Yes.
Is that the intention?
Yep. I was fishing for that. I wish that was a pun because it feels like it should be, but
I was heshing for that.
Hessian. What is world?
Fuck.
What is
Damn shit.
what is like Civil War German mercenaries have to do with that at all?
Your butt.
Oh! Stupid Hessians. Way to sleep. Bet Nazis were kicking himself in the shins when they realized wouldn't be no Americans if it wasn't for those dang Hessians sleeping on the job. Kicking themselves in the shin. Is that possible?
No.
I mean, you can kind of clink your heel on it. Clink. You ever played Ratchet and Clink?
No, but there is a boss in the third game named Clunk. It was like an evil Clink.
That game is funny. It's got a great sense of humor. Quark. Wasn't Quark, spoiler warning, but didn't Quark turn out to be the big bad guy in 2?
Yes, that is kind of a big fat spoiler.
Well, you can censor it out, I guess.
Hmm.
Sorry.
There it is, the last egg.
If it's Jim, that'd be great. I mean, I know you know it's an egg.
There it is.
Yeah. Trina. Is it bad that I never learned that fairy's name, or that it even
Yeah,
had a name?
kind of, because she's been named that the whole time.
I literally just noticed after you got the last MacGuffin.
Alright, now that we have the last MacGuffin, we're gonna go fight the goddamn
That'd be
final
great.
boss.
That'd be a great movie. Sort of.
Last MacGuffin?
Yeah.
It sounds like one of those dang old parody movies.
It sounds like it'd be a similar movie to like something like Highlander.
There can only be one MacGuffin.
Like I just got the race to get the last MacGuffin. Or it could be an episode of Cyber Chase. Ooh, I did it again. You like that? Remember Word Girl?
Yes.
Wasn't that show like really alright?
It was, surprisingly.
And both of us were too old to watch it.
I mean, there was Chuck, the evil sandwich making guy.
Yeah.
What's not to like?
Yeah. To be fair, we didn't just sit down and watch it like it was a thing to do. It was just always on because of our little sister pulls collar in a comedic fashion. Ooh. Starts talking like Don Knotts. Michael turns into like a really tiny Jabba the Hutt. Marion bedsitter. What was that? Bedridden.
Martha bedridden.
Martha bedridden. So dumb. So stupid.
Yeah, they have a warp gate except next to the final boss.
Why can't you
chamber.
just warp everywhere? Or you have to go to a specific warp or go between realms? And watch 2 different teleportation loading screens.
Well, as the professor explained it, it's a one of them's a local teleporter.
Yeah,
And the
yeah,
other
yeah.
one's a
I'm sure
regional.
they made up some narrative bullshit for it, but we both know what really happened.
I don't know. I think that's okay.